lost 21 pounds.
Hey, when we gonna cover that? Welcome, y'all, to the Love Power Radio Show. It's your girl, Miss Mimi, aka Mimi Gray. You already know how I absolutely love BTS. And it's not the other BTS. This is behind the scenes.
Oh, I was
shenanigans. This is not the other one.
So many acronyms.
Yes, indeed. I know, right? So, and instead of across the table today, next to me,
It's me.
I got my girl.
It's Latriva Denean.
That's Latriva D for short.
So weird. Yeah.
Okay.
I kept it. I was going to go to Denean, then I decided not to go to Denean because y'all won't just call me Denean. So I'll just stay with Latriva Denean. So it's fine. It's okay. No, it's fine. It's fine.
She just rolled her eyes at me. But anyway, it's nothing but love here at the Love Power Radio Show because we got Denean next to me.
Hey, y'all. It's me. So weird.
And then, of course, our special guest today, we have Coach Ro.
Yes! I cannot believe I'm in the room with the radiant Ro. I'm so excited.
And I felt that when I was reading her bio. That's why I was like, when I started taking it, I was like,
girl.
I don't know what to say.
Right. I was like, she's so excited, right? She's excited.
And then amazingly, when I got to the end, it was like, this queen is owning it. I was like, yes. Okay, that looks right.
She didn't even do the post. So for her to have posted and done it, I was like, oh, she's excited. She was so excited. I could tell from the words. Yes.
Oh, this is great.
I was like, Mimi is ready.
Feel right to not do that without putting it.
Yes. That's how it
was just some kind of energy of its own. That was like, yes.
Royalty, baby. Royalty. Yes.
I was not ready.
I'm telling you.
I appreciate it. That's so good.
That was nothing but love.
I know.
Coach Ro, she is the CCO of Theorem managing partner. So we're going to learn a lot more about her today. So I'm very excited to have you in the room.
I didn't have no energy. Of course. What you think? Might not even have no other topic. That's fine with me.
Because I have questions.
I know, right?
So start with your famous question.
Well, I mean, you know, it's your girl, and you already know every week I'm nosy. This nose right here. I've had it for a long time, and people call it big, and I don't know why. Because I'm nosy. I want to know the most important question of the week. How was it? How was your week? How was your week? Coach looked at me like, how was your week? You know how you doing? How you feeling? What you thinking? You know, all of that. How was your week? So, Trevor.
So you start with me?
Yeah, the name.
So my week was amazing. It started with my conclusion of my Fit Theorem experience. I did the 6-week challenge. I think it started in either March or February. And so for me, the challenge meant like I wanted to do something that was going to be significant for me because a lot of times I've approached the challenges or even just exercising as stop doing certain things. And for me, I'm realizing that telling me not to do anything triggers my defiance. And it is like automatically, and I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's Pisces. I don't know if it's
because I'm Aries.
I don't know if it's, baby of the family. I don't know what that's about. But it doesn't matter. Floss your teeth. No.
Yes.
I mean, just for no,
just like that.
Best with the neck roll. Do not let your gas tank get below half a tank. No. I mean, all the good things for me. I'm still defiant. But I'm just saying that's how deeply rooted it is. So trying to do fitness has just always been like, oh my gosh, I'm already resistant, even though I'm trying to bring this thing into my life. So this time I was like, let's keep it basic. Let's not worry about what we're cooking or eating or how many times we go. Let's just be consistent. Because I'm also a serial quitter. I recognize that. Again, like I said on the last show, it's not a badge of honor. It is, or a proud thing. It is me acknowledging my limitations and areas of growth.
Right.
And so for me, it was like, let's get to the bottom. I just want to finish. And so I was so proud that I have finished this challenge. I've started this challenge 3 times. Wow. 3 times since February 2019. And so, I hit the, I don't know what Cal's title is, but Cal. I hit Cal up and was like, look, bro, last time legit, I had COVID. I couldn't finish. She was like, okay, let's we're going to do this one more time, Treve. And I was like, okay, we got this. So he was like, and I'm going to give you a coach that's going to be supportive. So Rachel, not that anybody wasn't, but he knew instinctively what I needed. He put me with Rachel, and she has just been the gentlest, forceful entity I've ever met. Like, I've never seen this before. Like, I've been gently shoved into success. And so, seriously. And so, she's just been so helpful. I've texted her and just everything. And the biggest thing for me was like, I hurt my knee. I couldn't, trying to do it and injured my knee. And it would have been an easy moment for me to just kind of sit down and say, I'll try again another time. But because I felt a commitment to her and accountable to her, I did not want to quit. And so I was like, dang, that's a big piece for me. Like, again, another growth area, just that I received that motivation. Anyway, so drum roll. I did my final way out, and I lost 21 pounds. And gained muscle, which was the biggest thing, because she made a point, like, weight is simply, like, your weight, the scale simply tells you how much force you're putting on the earth. Like, it really has no value. It's about what's happening with your fat, what's happening with your muscles, how those things, and I know it's still that's very rudimentary, but I just appreciate the time that she took to kind of coach me. And so I'm excited moving forward. I've never set another fitness goal after hitting a goal, because I never hit a goal. And so she's motivated me to, I'm telling you, baby, we're going to get a fan. We're going to get a fan. For the people going through the change, this is torture. So I set a new goal. We're going to Cancun in July. So I want to be as for this Cancun situation. So I'm trying to find out what this Cancun body do. So I set another 20, right? I set another 20 for the next.
Now that coach just took off her jacket, I think I need to come. She took off her jacket and spray
It's like, wait a minute, is it off? It's off?
You might say, guys, if you were part of the Fit Theorem family and you're in Retriever, Washington, when I came in, I literally kind of fell upon her and I looked up and she is unrecognizable. She has lost a significant amount of weight. You look amazing. You look amazing. I've seen you
so much. Yes.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.
I'm a serial quitter.
Oh, thank you. Really. Connection. Thank you.
Being able to finish something and now you're motivated for that next
Absolutely. I'm so excited.
I'm excited. Watching you has been now that so I had am in that defiant, because we were told by they said, and I know she's probably going to talk about me later, to start posting more videos.
Yeah,
I'm not a video person.
Videos of what?
Us doing stuff,
just kind of promoting it,
and so
reels and stuff
about that, right?
Yeah.
I ain't been able to do it yet. And this one just popped off and started, okay, I'm here working out this morning. I'm like, go, True, because I know True back in the day. So, that's my girl, True. And so when she posted the other day, I was like, so I've been able to see, the change. And I'm like, okay. And so even though you say those things are minute or I forgot the big word to use. They're not needed, but they are, because people need to know that sometimes your fat ain't gonna do what you think it's gonna do. And so to keep going, right?
And so
shout out to the coaches that know too.
Definitely.
That know your people enough to say, okay,
let me let you know. Let's not worry about that.
So that's awesome. And then for you to continue and to finish, because that is huge.
So big.
When you say 6 weeks, it's like, wait a minute,
man.
Oh no, 6 weeks is like 1, 2.
But it went so fast. It went so fast.
Yes. And let me say, beyond the physical, you just look brighter.
Oh yeah.
You look different.
It has been a while.
But even over the weeks, you can tell the difference. And so I've been excited to see, because I noticed initially when you had on that green jumper when we were over here, and I was like, come through, girl. Coming through. it's coming out. Okay, I'll wait. I ain't gonna say nothing yet because I know it's coming. Right? And so, and then there's been the ups and downs. There's been the COVID. There's been, other personal things that have happened. And you could have easily been like, you know what, I'm over this. I'm over all of this.
Right.
Nothing's right. Yeah. And so you didn't. Yeah. And so I'm ready. Shoot, I'm ready for her. I'm ready for the cake. I'm just saying, and I'm gonna tell you people who do not understand it, did not see Coach Face, right? And you say you're ready, and y'all talking about changing lifestyles and changing and so you talking about doing workouts and stuff. Don't say that. Because they're gonna be like, what? Yes. Like you want like they just won the lottery. She almost came out of her head. Yes. What you ready for? What? Baby, you showing over here and laying. Come on with it. Yes. So now I'm waiting.
So that was my week, Coach Ro. How was your week?
My week has been amazing. It's been very eventful, very busy, very busy. So a lot of adjustments for me. I'm in yet another phase of my life, and I've just been recently divorced. So I'm going through a lot of those types of changes. Exciting. I personally love change.
Yes.
Okay, so I can say congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations. It's meant for me. And
Absolutely. Receive it all.
So that means that there's only good.
Yes.
That's
awesome.
I explained somebody the other day because I was telling him he didn't realize that I'd been married before, and I was actually trying to flirt him anyway. That's a whole other joke. He was like, "Oh, you've been married?" I was like, "Yeah, 9 years." And he was like, "Oh, sorry, no, okay." God delivered me. He was either going to deliver me from that or I was going to be in jail. Y'all was going to see me on Snap. I was going to be the star of. So, Thin Line Part 2. They were like, man, I can't believe she did that. She looked so nice and so churchy. So churchy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It's like, she did that.
She did that. I'm trying to give y'all notes. But anyway.
I think to recognize that it's something that is the positivity in it is most important. It's like any relationship.
Absolutely.
It's not just, a romantic relationship. It's relationship with jobs, relationship with friends.
Right.
All those things. And realizing when it's time to move on.
Yes.
Just for your own
sanity,
your own evolving.
Yes.
That's what it's about.
That's right.
So that's why you can celebrate.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it's not always tragic.
Exactly.
And it's like when you can realize that something no longer aligns with you and you can move away from that, there's freedom in that. Because when you are trying to fight to hold on to something, that's when it destroys you.
Absolutely.
Like you can't fight against somebody trying to save you from from drowning. Like you have to let that experience be what it is. Let go of what you need to let go of, so that you can be able to be rescued and move to the next thing. So that's real.
Thank you so much for bringing that up, because so many people when they get divorced, they go divorce. I mean, I did it. I ain't tripping. I'm not knocking it. And then once I experienced all those emotions, and that's what I push for people to experience that emotion. And then once you get over that or come to the end of it, be open to what you're about to be fed, because God is going to show you when you're in your face. All right,
there you go.
And you're a new person.
Yeah, absolutely.
So whatever these experiences are on the other side are new.
Yeah.
And you want to be as free to receive those experiences as possible, unencumbered as possible. And so if you can just let those moments, live through those moments so that you can receive the abundance
and let it go.
Absolutely.
It's the whole situation with thinking that this, and I can relate to that, like this belongs to me.
Yes.
I poured all this into this. This is mine.
I'm fighting for this.
And that's very short-sighted. It's very short-sighted because we don't realize that what's in front of us are merely tools, to get us to where it is that we're supposed to be. And that's the beauty of it. We don't know where we're supposed to be.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
I even need to give
that's good tools. Because the reality is that the tools that you needed at this part of the journey to hammer away at the thing that's there may not be the tools you need when you get further down the line.
And that's all
and they don't serve you.
Evolving.
Exactly. Evolving.
That's why I was like, oh, I feel like I need to be
so good.
Maybe we have before every workout.
Oh, that's how we
Come on, that's it.
That's good. I see your vision.
I see my vision. I don't know if I want to come in the building. I don't know, because all in the skinny people No. It's so much fun, maybe. That was me at one point. But yeah, that's everything.
Yeah.
Wow, but it was so true. But so anyway,
We have so much to talk about.
I needed that because my week was
it?
full of madness.
Was it?
Yeah, well,
You handled it well. It's not even a word.
It's a word to me. Somebody help me figure out how to spell it. These people, I'm a caregiver.
Yes.
And so I deal with people who are white.
Okay.
Are white people. And they sometimes have those moments where they feel like you're the help.
And they're older. They're
and
older
you're not
people.
a person, you're the help.
Got it.
Move. I can yell at you. I can dump on you. I can blame you for whatever didn't happen, whatever. And so, it's like it always, all of them at the same time. And I wasn't trying to have that. I got enough going on with me.
Right.
And then Thursday, my aunt passed.
All right.
So I called my cousin to see how she was doing. And she was on the phone in a tiff with my mother. So instead of telling me, I'll call you back or pushing me, that would be the one time I could push my number to voicemail. I'll take it, okay?
Sure.
No, she wants to push the button to add.
Oh, so you were a part of the conversation and you weren't even a part of the conversation.
And it's my mama.
Yeah.
I just finished texting her.
Okay.
So now she's trying to figure out why you text me and call her and didn't call me. And I was like,
That's not what happened.
y'all stressing me. And I'm already stressed.
And I'm not even there.
Then I can't even drink.
And I'm not even there.
And I'm not even there in the same state. So it was Thursday. So by Friday, I'm like, you know what? I need to. And so Thursday afternoon, my client decided to dump on me. And I was like, hey, you about to catch my Aries and my itch.
Wow.
At the same time. And I don't need both of them to come out because it took me a long time to a lot of prayer and a lot of fasting and not eating this to put them on vacation. And I really need them to stay. Because sometimes the itch just don't think she just moves. Right. She already don't fit.
Right. She just moved. Wow.
So yeah, that was Thursday and then Friday, and I don't even remember Friday. It was blurred, and then it blurred into now. And so here I am.
Welcome. You're in a safe space.
After the sermon we just had on evolution, I'm feeling more like I know why Paige weren't saying because she needs to get out of here, Paige. But anyway, I'm not doing
I love that.
my radio show.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying, and then you came in and added to the madness. So thank you so much.
I do.
So honestly, we are going to get to what we was brought here to bring to y'all. That it was to talk to our. Help me, I'm losing my words.
We're here to talk to Coach Rowe. Yes. We're going to learn about the experience of being the Chief Communications Officer, CCO? Yes. Okay, Chief Communications Officer. Learning about fitness and how much you love and transformation and your passion around that. So we're going to do that after this commercial. Let's go. I need to move this camera. Let me know when you hit the button.
I did.
Okay.
I don't know if it's moving.
Oh, hold on one second.
Or maybe that's not a commercial.
This show is sponsored in part by Houston's own multimedia mogul, Lisa the Boss Lady, motivational speaker, travel agent, sales consultant for Bye Bye Belly, Bedroom Candy, and Candy Coated Cosmetics, and coming soon, the co-host of the hot new talk show, Love and Entrepreneurship. If you're looking to start a business or you just need some inspiration, contact Lisa the Boss Lady. It's time to boss up in 2021. Follow her on Facebook and Instagram at Lisa the Boss Lady or visit her website, lisathebosslady.com. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you. personality, charisma, and style. A true star ready to shine at your next event. Latriva Denean, radio personality and event host, will make your event the place to be and provide lasting memories for your audience. If you want to take your event to the next level, book Latriva Denean to be your host, MC, moderator, or red carpet interviewer and host. Contact her at Latriva Denean on Facebook and Instagram for booking information and pricing. And make sure to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
Mm-hmm. So
and we are back. Oh, I know, right? I was waiting on it. I know she was gonna give it to us. So she was back. Yeah, because I tried it last week and it didn't sound right. So
because I wasn't here.
Yeah,
that's my thing. You can't steal.
Right? I tried it because I was so used to hearing it.
It's got some juice on it.
It do. It's got audio juice on it. So we're here with Coach Ro. How do you say your name?
Ronaya.
Okay, so I was right. I just want to make sure. Because I just really don't like saying people's name wrong. I hate being called Margaret, and my name is Marion, but that's a whole nother show.
Yeah, I don't know how to get that.
So I don't.
That's effort.
I was not going to. Well, that was a teacher, but that's a whole nother. I already need a drink from this week, so we're not. Let's not crack the need two.
Let us start.
So yes, let's dive into everything about Coach Ro. How did you become a coach? Like, what made you wanted to? What made you wanted to? I hope Mama ain't listen to that.
Because you know she was going to call. I'm like, why do this? Why do you set yourself
how I taught you? Sorry, Mama.
Mama.
How did you become a coach?
Actually, I think it's a pretty interesting story because I had no, I'm not gonna say I had no interest in coaching or fitness rather. I think about 14 years ago, I went to 24-hour fitness and said I wanted to start training. So I always had some kind of deep-seated desire to do something with fitness, but it was more for vanity reasons.
Right.
And
Than anything.
I was like,
Yes.
I was pregnant with my last child.
Okay.
So that journey was like completely cut.
Yeah.
And I never thought anything about it since then. But I've been doing branding and marketing. I've owned my own business for about 15 years.
Okay.
And I kind of just got burnt out on it. And it just wasn't satisfying what I needed, fulfilling me the way I wanted to be fulfilled. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go back out to the job market, for something in operations, and just kind of put my head down. And as I was looking for work, an ad for kickboxing instructor came up. Why on earth it intrigued me?
Yeah.
It was beyond me.
Because you hadn't done anything. It's interesting.
Yeah, why not? You know?
Yes.
And they called me back. And I was very surprised. You know, at the time I was 38 years old, and I was thinking, like, you know, what am I doing? But I'm gonna just make this happen. I'm gonna make this happen.
Right.
Okay. And
skills. Okay.
And they called me, and I went for the interview, and and all of a sudden, I'm a fitness instructor. And it's been the best thing for me, but I would say it's been a very humbling experience.
Okay.
I remember starting at the studio, and I was like mopping the bathroom floors and doing all of these things. And I remember laughing and saying, "Oh, this is supposed to be right now. Like, there's a breakdown to rebuild."
Yes.
And I was ready for it.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah.
You can see that.
Yeah.
So good.
And I think that's what I learned was that I needed in the fitness industry something that was going to fulfill me personally. Everything that I've done professionally, all my life as a mom, as a wife, as a consultant, all these things were serving other people and helping them figure out what was best for them, helping them fulfill their potential, all those things. And the one thing that was llacking, I would do it, and I was unhealthy, I was sleep deprived, I was all of these things, but I was great at helping other people be better.
Got it.
And then I think it was just a connection that I made that in fitness, it was something that would help me to focus inwardly and to really work on me.
Yeah.
And that was really the reason for the move, even beyond me knowing that was the reason for the move.
Wow.
I responded to that just like, this is what I need.
Right.
And that's what it has evolved into. Like, this is something for me.
Okay.
But ultimately, it has turned into something that has been not just for me, but to help me to better serve.
Right.
Which is the beauty of the cycle.
Right. Because you are meant to serve.
Exactly. I am designed to
but
serve.
You can't serve effectively
Exactly.
if you are not full and well.
Yeah, exactly.
So been through some
that's
things.
real.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah. And so I had to go through a place where I was
So
very
good.
much self-centered.
Yes.
And the truest sense of the word.
It's so
like,
good.
Even with kids, I had to just to create this little
Yes.
boundary around myself,
Yes.
and just it was all about what I needed to feel myself.
I needed this right now.
Yeah,
I needed
and
this
then
right now.
it was like, okay, now I'm ready for the work now.
Yes.
What you gotta do.
Yeah.
So that's where I am right now.
I feel prepared.
Yeah,
I feel
prepared.
wow. So you are a brand strategist, and what does that mean?
So ultimately, my thing has been, like I said, I've always seen potential in people and companies.
Okay.
My biggest focus has always been on how to humanize companies
Okay.
and make them become a brand that connects to humans.
Okay.
So in terms of the strategy, it's kind of creating that through and through communication, how a company can personify as a human, because its consumers are humans, right? You're not a machine. You are connecting with humans.
Right.
And so I work with business owners to really help with the messaging, the identity, all of those things that are going to help connect with their end users, which are humans. And so with Theorem, my sole responsibility has been creating the identity of the company, the messaging, the pretty much the essence. So what you feel and how it resonates with you when you read anything about the company or anything like that.
So my question is, as somebody who started when it was I Love Kickboxing and then it transitioned into Fit Theorem, what happened? What happened?
When it started with ISILKB, that was a place for me.
Yeah.
It was like I was on board as an instructor, but it was my safe haven. It was my space for kind of like what you experience as a
participant,
as a member, as a client, right? I got to teach classes, which was incredibly fulfilling and kind of tailored to my performance side.
Yes.
When I went home, I was home, and I was able to just kind of be mom, whatever it was. So ILKB represented that for me. It was that transition.
Okay.
What I didn't know was that there was more in store for me on this platform.
Okay.
Not so much through this company, but through this platform.
Okay.
And I was very much in alignment with Cal and Harry, and we all have these 3 different backgrounds that are very intricate to building a company.
Sure.
And the work was still for me to create a brand.
Okay.
So the idea was that we felt like what we're doing through LKB, through this previous brand, was not fulfilling what we felt people really needed, which was focused primarily on transformation.
Right.
So it wasn't about a sexy kick. Or being able to be a badass kickboxer. That was amazing. Right. But ultimately, we wanted people to experience like
transformation
from the beginning. Transformation.
Yeah.
So come in saying I want a 6-pack, leaving saying I can take over the world.
Absolutely.
That's what we really wanted to create, those experiences. And we all have backgrounds. We're all kind of enlightened in ways that we understand that it's just so much more than just fitness, right? But fitness is the root of it all. You take care of yourself. You're feeding yourself what you need. You're taking the time. You can do anything. You can do anything. So I think when we recognized that, we decided, you know what, this is a movement. This is something way bigger than the studio that we need to create.
Right.
So with Fit Theorem, so ILKB existed as one entity. Was Fit Theorem already something that you all have now transitioned to, or did you birth Fit Theorem and you have launched it and invited others to join? Because I have noticed that there's Fit Theorem in Dallas, there's Fit Theorem in Friendswood. So is that how that worked? Like, how did you expand so quickly? How did you make that?
So, I mean, it's like with anything else that's God, that has a, first of all, I will say this, it's about what's meant to be.
Sure.
It's about alignment.
Sure.
So I don't doubt that it has everything to do with how it's expanded,
the trajectory,
the trajectory, exactly. But ultimately, it's been the timing, and it wasn't even anything very deliberate. It's just a matter of how things align for us.
I love it.
I think it's just time for something like this.
I didn't know that. So because it was like, it's another brand, right? So it's kind of like, this used to be a Hojo. Now it's a La Quinta Inn. So it's kind of like that. So I was like, it's a different.
brand well enough. It don't matter. It doesn't matter what label.
That's right.
If the people behind the company are people, they know how to connect with people. They're human. If you create a human brand that is an extension of who you are, it doesn't matter what you call yourself. Right. And I believe that was the biggest misalignment that we had because we couldn't control the human aspect of something else. Yes. We wanted to be able to say, this is what we want to represent as a brand.
Love it.
That's the biggest change for us.
So the elements that I truly love, I love that you all incorporate mindfulness into this work because shout out because that for me was the missing component. Have I mastered it? Have I figured it out? But the fact that it is a part of this transformation experience makes so much freaking sense.
Absolutely.
Because for so many experiences, it's like you tell me what I need to do to change my macros, food intake. You tell me what lunges, dips, crunches to do. But really the work is in my mind.
Absolutely.
And if you sent me out with these things without the tools to transform this got me fat, right? So if I don't know what I need to do to make the changes here, this is only going to have so much longevity.
Exactly.
And for someone who's defiant, that's not going to work nowhere. So you've got to help me change this so that all of those pieces can really work for the longer, more permanent experience.
That's beautiful.
So I love that you guys do that and that you meet with us weekly, that we have a community, so that when even when I missed the class, I'm jealous of the relationships that people in the room have with each other because they've been in the community. So it makes me be like, I need to get active so people can know who I am. People can say hi to me when I walk in the door. I need people to know Miss Jean is the celebrity. Miss Jean, everybody knows Miss Jean. I want to be like, shout out to Miss Jean. I used to like Miss Jean. I love her. But it's like, it don't matter what class I go to. Hey, Miss Jean! And so it's something about being in the room and being a part of it that people know when you're not there. And people know when to support you and the synergy. And people know, how you doing with blah, blah, blah. And they, I see you moving a little different. You all right? And it just makes such a difference. And for someone who's always felt like fitness wasn't for me because I was too fat, it just makes a difference. And I haven't built any of those relationships, but the comfort to be in the room, to come to the mat is okay, I don't, my ambition is eventually I want to get to two a day. I've never had a fitness goal. So just being this place has transformed how I even see the potential for myself. And so it's just
that's awesome.
I mean, seriously. So to have you here just really does mean a lot to me. It really does.
And you're an amazing poster child for that. You're an amazing story because like you said, you've tried a few times now.
Right.
And more importantly, you're able to see the difference in you've been part of a lot of the transition through this company, right? And those are the things that we've identified. But you're right. You touched on the point about mindset. Our thing is this. That's actually one of the differentiating factors. We call it our formula.
Okay.
So basically, Fit Theorem basically stands for there are many ways to get fat. There are many ways to skin a cat, right? Kickboxing is just one of them as far as fitness is concerned. So the formula is fitness, nutrition, accountability, and mindset. All four of those things have to be in play for you to be successful. So we don't care if you're skipping, jumping rope, if you're ballet, whatever it is in fitness. Ideally, if you're making certain you're eating like you're supposed to, you have someone hold you accountable, you have support, the community, if you have the right mindset, you're coached on that, you're going to stay in the game.
That's
the longevity,
so
the lifestyle is there. And a lot of times these gyms are make it seem like the solution is just hitting 30 reps on the machine. You're not doing that's why you don't look the way you look.
Exactly.
Right? And so ultimately, we want people to feel like you're talking. You come into the studio and maybe you're not exactly where you want to be, but you feel like $1 million because you've done the work and you see just the change that you've made in 6 weeks or 6 months. And that's different versus comparing yourself to someone with a six pack and biceps and
absolutely.
You're still not right.
Absolutely. So let me know when it's time to take a break because I'm telling you I got 900 questions. questions.
It's gonna take a break now.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a break. So we'll be right back after this break. 900. I was like, who are we talking about?
This show was sponsored in part by Flat Fee Tax Prep and Services, offering quality tax preparation, serving clients nationwide. For more information, visit www.flatfeecreditandtax.com. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
Ooh.
Hey, it's your girl Lisa Denean, and I want to tell you about a product that has changed my life. Rain Premium Sanitary Napkins. Rain products are infused with a Nobel Prize-winning material called graphene. It's the graphene strip that provides the various health benefits that can improve your quality of life during that time of the month. Listen, I've been very loyal to a certain brand of feminine products, but I've never experienced the results I get with Rain products. The difference is in the graphene strip. Using Rain products has totally eliminated the painful cramps I experience, and it can also help balance your body's pH, eliminate harmful bacteria, and help fight fatigue. Graphene moves heat away from your core to keep you cool and comfortable. Ladies, it's time to upgrade your feminine care with products that not only offer protection, but also improve your health and wellness. Place your order today and receive your premium sanitary napkins delivered directly to your door. Visit www.drfcare.com to make your purchase today. And don't forget to mention that your girl Lisa Denean and Stunner Radio sent you.
So everything. We'll be like home. Is that? Yeah. Did I get it right? Terrible. So we are back with Coach Ronaya. All right. So back to the 9,000 questions I have for you. So I see here that you also are founder of Better Evolve. So tell us about this company. It says here that it's a brand that focuses on developing and empowering the human potential, ultimately enriching personal lives and company culture. I'm so sorry. I hate computers. And growth by way of, okay, that's it. That's all I want to say. So Better Evolve, a brand that, I'm done. I can't. I'm over it. It does not want me to be successful. So tell us about Better Evolve.
So Better Evolve is actually a new brand. It's something I created primarily for myself to be the extension of the newness of who I am right now.
Okay.
So again, having come from a space where I was serving only other people, doing it from an empty space, Better Evolve is the new phase of my being able to serve in a full space.
Beautiful.
So it's for me.
Yes.
When I work with amazing people like Cal and Harry and the teams that we have, as a servant leader, I have a tendency to fall back.
Got it.
I love amazing people. I love beautiful potential, and there's a lot of greatness that we're able to do collectively. But there's still some things that I aspire to be able to do on my own, and this platform is that space for me.
Okay.
And I have performance backgrounds, and I speak. I work with companies, and so I've always tried to figure out a way to create a platform that will allow me to do all these things in one. Okay. But Better Evolve is essentially what I learned with my personal mission being to inspire better. Was that even with me wanting that to be able to do that for people, I would look back at myself and be like, but you ain't all together right. So how can you inspire better?
Right.
Not where you want to
That's
be.
good.
Right?
That's good.
So now the idea is that I've done a million things. I've tried so many different things, and change is like my best friend. And I think I always tell people that we're all control freaks. We're either trying to control where we're to a point where we don't want to be stagnant, so we're changing constantly. As a person that's in control, or who's a controller. And another person is someone that keeps things monotonous, keep things stagnant because they're afraid of losing grasp.
Yeah.
So it's all the same. But for me, I've noticed that because of my
I'm not
fear.
weird anymore.
Never weird. You just got to know where you are,
Which
right?
one you are, yeah.
So for me, my fear has always been stagnation.
Okay.
I'm afraid of leaving this earth and not having explored my humanity.
Okay.
Who I am as a human, right? But sometimes in doing that, I still haven't then better. That makes sense, right? So now better evolve means busy. Yes. So I can pick up and do it anytime. Am I being better? I'm a better version of myself. Tomorrow I'm better than I was yesterday.
That's good.
So better evolve represents evolving. Yes, that's constant. That's required. That's necessary, right? But making certain that at the same time I'm becoming a better version of myself, right?
I love that because so many times you said something about being about serving, but then before the transformation, having this emptiness about it because you were judging yourself. How are you able to help somebody when you ain't got it all together?
Exactly.
And so that is constantly a part of what's happening in our brains, that comparison that you're not good enough. And so I love that this, with Better Evolve, you are supporting yourself in a way that you're able to say, okay, this is how this transformation has affected me. Let me pour that back in, or let me use that to help people. And that you're not coming from a place of deficit, or I'm trying to earn your approval, or earn your love, or earn your recognition.
Even this is probably the most realest way to put it. Like now, I'm okay with being the star.
That's good.
You see what I'm saying? Because before,
so that's why you would fall back. You were used to pushing other people forward so that they could shine.
Yes, because I wasn't ready, honestly, to make the changes.
Nice. So that you could stand confidently in that spotlight. That makes sense.
Exactly. So now,
imposter syndrome. I wrote that down. I wrote that down.
So
Okay.
I recognized it for many years.
Okay.
And it was like, well, I'm equipped because I know better.
Right.
I was always like, how the hell do I say this stuff? Write this stuff, communicate this stuff, but I don't
can't live it. Yeah.
But I was like a
tape recorder,
a coach. I always said I would never call myself a coach.
Okay.
You said a coach that's overweight.
Yeah.
Or hairstylist that was way
so real.
The most amazing hairstylist I had was never done. At one point I was like, okay, well, I'm that person. It's okay. But I don't want to be that person. And I always preach about through and through, branding through and through. Who I am at home is who I want to be on the
That's
board.
right. That's right.
So now at this stage in my life, I want that consistency. I want to make sure that who I am saying others should be, how I'm saying others should be. And more importantly, even I learned this being a mom, like it's not even so much of preaching or telling you what to do. It's really leading by example.
That's right.
And even though I could put up any image of myself through social media and say I'm I in confidence can't do that. I'm not.
If you're not,
So this is Better Evolve represents that for me. And now through that platform, I'm hoping I will be creating inspirational content. Of course, working with companies, because to me it's the same. I look at individual potential as the same as companies.
Right.
Companies are not machines.
That's so good.
People.
You're right. Human capital. Absolutely. Yeah.
So if you don't recognize, I think it's the same development that's required in understanding that evolving is if you're not changing, if you're not listening to the people in your studio, in your studio. You're not changing.
Say what you used to. Say what you used to.
We got it.
So then you're not going to change it.
That's right.
So that's essentially what this brand means.
That is so good.
Yes,
because I'm just like, okay, great. I don't have to apply for a job with Theorem. I can just get on with Better Evolve to learn this stuff. Because I'm sitting here like, they need somebody at the desk. Like, how do I get this all the time? How can we hear this on a daily basis? Do I have time in my life to sleep? Like, can I come? Like, I'm trying to figure out how I need to apply. So I just need to do. I'm coming at 5:30 before lunch to get there and clean up so that I can be on the team when y'all have nomination meetings. I don't know. But Better Evolve is going to be the way that I'm able to get this on a regular basis. This is so awesome.
How can we collab?
I'm like, she's going to be here again. We're going to have her on something.
We always take it.
This might be a weekly, a monthly. You don't need another.
No. Like guest co-host.
Oh, yeah. We'll put her on the rotation to come in every quarter to talk to the people, to teach the people.
Once a month.
What's it like? She's too busy. We have to do what you're very involved, though.
I'm trying to keep people like
connected. Absolutely. So they can get used to your face. It's okay. We got to open your life. It's okay. We got to pay for your life.
Honestly, I'll tell you what. Everybody that I associate with, and I thank God for this. I don't even have to try. Like how LKB pulled me. I'll tell you, when I sat in that interview and Cal sat across from me and Artie, and I was like, these guys.
Yeah.
So it was just automatic.
Yes.
Automatic. And that's the story of my life.
So good.
I really believe that I do not, and people always wonder because I have this social awkwardness about me where I don't open up. No. Well, I believe it's an automatic discernment of energy.
Really?
It allows me to, blocking whoever's not.
That's
I
right.
literally always have, so I say that because whatever space I'm in, whatever space Cal's in, and I can trust that, fit them. You're going to get this from all of these platforms.
That's so good.
And I think it's good. That's what I love about people who join our company at Fit Theorem is because they are going to, their lives are automatically enriched when they step foot. They
That's
get the call
so awesome.
through Instagram.
I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you.
Like, oh, I just
I'm responding to a job. That's right.
But I got the call for a job.
Yes.
But ultimately, it's to change your life.
Yes.
It's so much bigger than what you think it is.
So I've gone to, I'm gonna call names because there's no harm. Like this is no disrespect. I left Fit Theorem. And not because there was any issue. I was just like, well, let me just see. Because
the journey.
Yeah. And so I went. This was after like the first challenge I quit. And so I was like, well, let me see what's going on. Because I liked the activity that it gave me. I was like, am I loving kickboxing? I really like yoga. So I went to Spinga and hung out there for a few weeks. Wonderful people, great energy. My ass is not built for the bikes. It's just not. I don't care what jail cushion you give me. I don't care about the padded shorts. I got padded, okay? It just ain't my ministry, right? It just ain't. So I tell you, it is. And so the call of Fit Theorem came back, and it was just like going to mama's house, like going home. You ain't been to Big Mama's house in a while, and you come back, and it was absolutely. And so you're right. Like it's when it touches you, it really does make an impact that lingers, and it lets you know like this is a place where if you want to change and transform and be supported, this is here.
It's holistic. It's holistic, and I think that's what a lot of people are missing. A lot of places are not able to offer. And again, it's the human factor.
Absolutely,
and it has everything to do with who's at the top and who is attracting those people.
Absolutely,
we think. I mean, it again. That's one of the things I love about my background in branding and marketing and all that is that, when I recognize that that's why this company is successful. It's not the product. It's not this. It's the it's the person and their belief system, whatever that's trickling down to people. That's what people. That's right. So and I was talking about saying, this is a ministry.
Yes, because I am drawn to people. Yes. Again, I am not that person. I'm not the logical, grounded person that's going to think about the practicality of it all. Yeah. I am drawn to energy, and I know that as my strength now, that I know that that's my superpower, that I can connect to people that way, and the things that I'm involved in, that energy draws them in. And so it is the energy behind Fit Theorem that is so attractive and so like, I want Ro. Yeah. Like I'm not going to ILKB. I'm not going to Fit Theorem. I'm going to hang out with Ro. I'm going to, and whether she's coaching or not, it's like the opportunity to see her, right? And so like that, and it's that simple. Like I love Cal, and no, I'm not a fan of white men. Straight up and down. Straight up and down. I am not a fan. And when I tell you, I'm not a fan of non-black men. And so that's even funny. Love Cal's beautiful. Cal. Like when you meet you meet his aura, you meet his energy, you meet his spirit. Yeah. And I don't even none of that. Like he speaks to me.
But that's what it's about though.
Oh my gosh.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It is that. I mean, it is beyond our skin, our gender, and all of that. It is so much more. And to me, those are the cultures that I want to be the cultures that I want to be to create. Companies. Right. When I talk to you, and when I'm around you, you don't see anything
at all.
You don't see anything. I tell people I navigate this world as a woman, as a black person, as any of that. I navigate as the light that I am. Me. Yes. And you can identify and see me however you choose. But when I come across, that's how it made me do that. What's that?
What?
You're light. Because I was like,
But even like I said when she came in, I was like, she's such a light. Like literally, you are a glowing ball to me. Like period. And I've never seen anybody like that before. I've never interacted with anybody where that's how I perceive them. But whether I engage on Facebook, whether I see you in person, like you are light. And it's like a moth to a flame for real. And so when you said that there's something around you that keeps you protected, that's real. That is so real because there are bugs that are drawn that you don't want, and then you get the zapper and that pushes them away. But the light is there, and it is going to attract because it's light. And so, but no, that's what she's saying. That force field that it repels them automatically. So weird. So weird. When somebody, or when they fall off, right? When you see them like, I ain't heard from JoJo in a while. That's what that was. That is so great. That's what that was. I'm telling you. There you go. She said, it was a zapper. Yeah, so, love it. We've never talked an entire hour with a guest. That is like, time to go. She showed me it was 3:53. I was like, wait, what? How do you do this?
That's why I was like, can we go?
No, we need to schedule her to come back. I don't want nobody to be mad because you came to that class. I know, right? Myss.
But you said something earlier though that I wanted to touch on real quickly, if it's possible, because I know it was a big word for me, and it's servant.
Yes.
Being a servant, period. What was it like for you before you actually not absorbed, but actually came to the realization that that's what I am.
That's what I am.
That's how it's supposed to be. So let me go on and get down to this business.
Yeah.
What was it like making that transition where you like us? Well, I wouldn't say me,
right?
But I was like, who? A what?
Yeah, service. Take her nowhere because she don't know how to act. That's how you I'm telling you, just because I can't, so I can do that. I need to find you.
But I remember being in church and hearing that word, serving this, and I was like, the only time I think about serving is in
yes. I know what I'm talking about. That's not my kid.
You know, I think it's because for me, I am a big picture person.
Okay.
Very much a big picture person. So with that being said, I always understand all of the moving pieces. I'm not a detailed person at all.
Oh, same.
I can't see them.
Same.
But I understand how they play into the big picture.
Okay.
So for me, I believe that's the leadership role.
Okay.
That if I'm able to corral, if I'm able to be on the back end and I'm looking like this is my view and I see all this playing out, then I direct from this space.
Okay.
I don't understand how to navigate or direct or to guide or whatever from this space. I don't have to be, and that means a lot of the people who are in front of me or around me are smarter than me, better than me.
Yeah.
And a lot of things is, I know what my deficiencies are.
That's right.
There's a whole lot of them.
That's right.
So my thing is being able, but my strength is seeing the big picture. It's being able to see the vision of what is trying to be done. That's why I worked a lot with companies, because I ultimately would understand if I wasn't creating where they were trying to go, I could understand where they wanted to go.
Okay.
So I could tell them the moving pieces of the talent they needed to get things moving.
Okay.
But I don't need to be in the front.
Right.
I just do a ditch.
Right. I don't need to be.
I know. I can support. I can support you. I can support you. I can help guide you. And that was really when I realized that was the best. I was most suited in that space, you know. But like I said, as of recently, it's and it is. Anytime I'm part of anything big, anytime I'm collaborating, that's the space I'm in. I'm okay with that. I think I just realized I'm in a space also where it's not too much leading, but now I just want to show up.
Got it.
In my light. And not be behind the scenes anymore in my life. So that means I have to create that space.
Right.
I have to create that space.
Right.
And it doesn't mean to have nobody else be part of it. It's just my time.
Yeah.
Servant leadership is, I think it's been the most effective way to participate and collaborate. And,
Yeah, that's awesome. I remember hearing that word and thinking,
Right,
that was
right.
like daggers to me.
Right. Right.
It's humbling.
It is.
It's necessary.
And it is.
Yeah.
It's very humbling and it's very necessary. And it's like once I got to that point though, it's like, oh yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, and we have to recognize what kind of leaders we are.
Right.
I mean, there are people who are great at the granular aspects of business and life and even in relationships. Like, you know, if you're in a relationship with someone, there's one of you that's really great with the details of the money and where you're going. Another one that just says, I just don't want to go Cancun.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Make that happen. Yeah. Make that
And
happen.
that's how it works. And tell me what you need me to do to help you to do this.
Yeah.
Right? But we have to, we hear leader and we all want to say, I'm that person.
Yes, yes, yes.
And,
or I'm not.
or I'm not.
Because some people shy away from it and they don't realize
Those are the ones
that even in their modesty or even in their ability to take a step back, that there is still leadership that they have. So a lot of people don't even want that title because it has such a negative.
Exactly.
You know, nobody want to be the leader because then everybody gonna hate you.
Exactly.
Right.
You don't have no friends.
Right. So,
Exactly.
so some people want that, and some people recoil, but that's valid to know that, like, when you are here and you have your purpose, that's part of that is to give that back.
Absolutely.
That's marvelous.
That's awesome. This has been wonderful.
It has been.
I absolutely enjoyed it.
Awesome. So you'll come back?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Is it third Saturday? So we'll see you third Saturday.
No, you are not going to scare her away by putting her on the schedule. I'm not doing this.
You guys are
Thank you for coming so much. So at the end of the show, we always give a love note. One of my favorite things, and it's just to give somebody, give people something to chew on, something to think about for the next week until they see us again, or just something, something to take with them and feed their brain. They need it. Like I needed to be here today. I've got you dropped so many jewels on us. I feel
I'm ready to listen to this again. I was like, I'm gonna listen back to this one.
Yeah, definitely. Just don't mind me though.
It's okay.
It's hot.
We're gonna get fans. We'll get them for everybody. We just have them on the table.
Lesson first.
Yes. Yeah. Because there's a skill.
Look, and I had to learn that. Somebody told me, give me that fan because you're not doing it right. I was just doing this.
No. It's like, no, ma'am.
Yes.
This is used for a point to make.
I was like, break my fan if you want.
This is used to
make.
make.
I ain't gonna see my Aries and my Inch.
This
is punctuation.
I know what I paid for that fan though. So let me open it how I see it. Anyway, love note. You want to go first, ma'am?
Well, my love note is just to, of course, my regulars, be gentle with yourself. But it is your right to give yourself whatever it is that you need.
Yeah.
And
that's
do it today.
That's huge.
Because when you are waiting, you are putting when you have a desire, there's something in you that is saying, I need this. And when you are putting that to the back burner and prioritizing anything else, you are telling yourself that you are not a priority. And whether that is go buy new underwear, whether that is take yourself out to dinner, whether that is go get a massage, whatever that thing is that's happening that you're feeling, something in you is asking for that. Give yourself permission to give you what you need, whatever that is. And it creates a space for you to connect with yourself in a way that allows you to move more authentically in this world and in your relationships, because you are prioritizing you. It allows you to put that cocoon around yourself, because once you get to know what you need, you know what you don't need. And so I'm just grateful that I am learning that, and that it's okay to serve myself. It is okay to serve me. And it is what I should do before I serve anybody else.
I was going to say first.
And so I am excited that I'm finally learning that. That in my 40s, I'm beginning to be selfless. Selfish. That I'm beginning to focus on me. And that does not mean that it's a rejection of anybody else. So I receive that, and I want to give you permission to receive that of yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Coach Ro?
So my love note would be similar to that in that as you are embarking on your journey of transformation and evolution, to be willing to unsubscribe to others' truths, so that you can create your own. There's a lot that we have been taught and told and programmed, and we just adopt them as our own truths, and it really affects how we navigate through life. And so a lot of us aren't able to fulfill our potential because we have these roadblocks of other truths, right? So, and a lot of us are afraid. We hold on to them because they're defining, whether it's your religion or your outlook on whatever, right? So be willing to unsubscribe.
Yes.
And be open to change. Be open to new truths
Yes.
that you create and that you deem as your personal.
Yes. I love
Awesome.
that.
So many jewels. I feel like I got the amethyst,
So
the
good. Rose quartz.
ruby, the
Rose quartz.
white diamond up in this joint.
I think white diamond's a perfume.
Like I said,
It's a,
But do they call it a white diamond or just a
I'm doing my love note right now. Whatever. Jeez. I was thinking of my birthstone. But anyway, my age. This one.
Love you, sorry.
So my love note, I've been toddling on this all week, has been love yourself in all aspects of the phrase. It's not just a hashtag. As many of you know, I briefly discussed this. I have fibroids, and they told me I think I have 30, right? So in knowing that now, knowing that I allowed myself to not, I did one of those things, always doing something for everybody else doing this. My schedule was busy doing stuff, but I wasn't serving properly because I wasn't taking care of myself.
Yeah.
Right. I wasn't that selfish person, and, I didn't take that moment to figure out what I need to do to handle it. And here I am at this where there's one that's pushing up against my bladder. So I constantly have to go to the bathroom, or I'm nauseated, or I'm dizzy, or I'm having some type of pain somewhere. And it's every day. And it's been like that for a year. And for a year, I'll just take some Excedrin.
Yeah.
I'll just take some.
Yeah.
I'll just go and, lay down on the heating pad. I'll just, do something to band-aid instead of actually sitting still and taking care of me. So I said to say this, love yourself.
Yeah.
Like Treva said, be kind to yourself because there's only one you. And there's only one you for a reason, because somebody needs to see you doing what it is that God needs you and wants you to do, that serving thing. And for you to take care of yourself and be full, not just of your favorite food, but be full of the light that we are supposed to go and shine. Hey, the lamp on other people's feet.
Yes, that's good.
If I'm not mistaken, that's what we're here for. It's okay to serve. It's okay to be broken. Because they talked about that on the other show earlier, on Lisa's show, in case y'all missed it. That was 5-2. But being broken, we've all been broken.
Absolutely.
I've been divorced, so I know what it's like to be, and I had those moments. You holding it down. Me, I was, oh my God, right? And when I tell people that, they look at me like, wow, really? Yes. I've been cheated on. I've been this. I've been, right? Thank God he is who he is. God is everything. And he is not bigger than whatever it is you think that he can handle. Lay it at his feet. Be well, and I'll see y'all next week.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.